Hello, the voice of the spy here. The editor doesn't want to narrate the video, so I wanted to narrate instead. You should probably know the series Murdered Drones is. If you don't, let me give you a very quick recap of it. Murdered Drones is a series where these disassembled drones have done the work of drones for a while. At the end of the fight, you get the glittered world, he gets captured. Uzi and the allies before they fight against the other disassembled drones. The pilot ends when Uzi acts rebellious and more drop pods come into Copper 9. So that's the recap. Now let's hop into the point. The point is the core of every drone. Is it actually their weakness? Let's find out. In this chapter, I will talk about a fan comic called the Serial Designation U comic. The Serial Designation U comic is created by the username Zzsark Stormbeard. He has YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Ko-Fi, and DeviantArt. The reason why this chapter is here is because it has more visualization of the core that is embedded into the drone. It also probably has some other ways that you shouldn't do. When I looked at this user's deviants, every comic page, something seems to be a bit off in one page. The rest of them are no important, but let's get into the point. When I looked at every page in the Serial Designation U comic, I found some certain pages that could be important in this chapter and the topic too. In page 12 of this comic, this part right here is the images that's shown to be an old core, some disassembled drone. Since no one talk about this is actually one of the weaknesses that is straight in front of your face. What I have analyzed so far in the comic pages, I found some options that already failed to succeed. If you try to run away from her no matter what, then you are basically dead at this point. If you try to say something that you are actually better than her, then you are also dead and sliced. Using melee offense to brigade Serial Designation U, then you're dead because she is way too strategic to use her weapons. And lastly, if you're having a pasta night with your friends and the others, then unexpectedly, you have screwed. Right now, you may be wondering at this point, what way now can you defeat her? It's pretty simple. Human technology weapons. The technology of weapons in the present day is a bit more powerful. The weapon called the Tracking Point Sniper is a sniper that will lock on target and you will never miss your shot. This is a perfect hard counter to Serial Designation U. The only thing is that you need to have stealth so she won't attack you. You also need a far distance to do that also. If you have followed that, then shoot at the core, which is her weakness, and easy as that, she's dead. That's one point to human technology versus to fictional characters. One question that you may ask, what if you don't have these weapons? Then you are screwed and defenseless. I also forgot to mention that Serial Designation U has one additional weapon in her arsenal. Most disassembled drones' arsenal is missiles, blades, retractable claws, lasers, machine guns, weaponized wings, and more. She has a railgun embedded into her, and that's it. Now, let's move on to the next chapter in this video. I'm only saying the word drones because it mentions every type of drone no matter the design of it. The two main types of drones are worker drones and disassembled drones. There is one main difference and similarity between these types of drones. I'll give you a recap of it and we will get to the point. The difference is that the worker drones cannot overheat. The disassembled drones do. As what is shown here in this scene of the pilot. The main similarity is that they both have cores in them. Now this is where the point rises and kicks in. The answer is pretty the same, to be honest. You shoot at their core, they instantly die. Easy as that it could be. Now there is some questions that you may ask. I'll only answer 3 that is more informative. The first question is, does it apply to murdered drones or Seas? Not just only yes, but automatically will be its weakness if no information is shown in their reference sheet. What I mean by that is like it doesn't matter if it can disguise itself, being insufficient in combat, having a lot of weapons in its arsenal, Call of Duty referencing, being kind, different company, a total nerd at something, and more. Their weakness is their core by shooting directly at it and they die? I just said that like 3 times. I shouldn't repeat myself again saying that. Now, on to the next question. What if the drone is large? How can you defeat it? The stealth strategy would be useless at this point. What humans have to improve their level depends how large it is. If it's huge, the level right is more to try to stop the enemy. If it has a core that is protected, then you will have to shoot the weak parts that you think the core is located in. Now, the last question. What if there's many of them rather than just one of them? Then the ban kicks in. The humans have no choice than to start a new war of the worlds. So we have figured out the drone's weakness. We've visualized it in the serial designation, you comic. Applying it to every drone and also applying it to murdered drones or Seas. What a journey in this video! Usually as much of the information has explained, I might have made a theory which is the core theory.
But hey,
no,
that's
not the Mad
just
Pat
a
series,
theory.
the ordinary theory. Oh, wait. I don't own the core theory, Zzsark did. Talk to him that he created this theory! I almost forgot to add some information. In this scene, Uzi shoots Anne in the head instead of the core because she was panicking. The head regenerates because the core is not destroyed. Another scene is Uzi shoots Jay in the body and half of the body is gone. That means she shot the core of Jay and she won't recover back. This video would have been done short if it is just the only scene that explains it, but that's fine. I explained a lot in this video. Anyways, I think that's the end of the video. Goodbye.